Hello everybody, this is Chris with Denver by Foot. I am ready to tell you about this week's hike. We are on hike number 5. Can you believe it? It's the first week of February and it is, well, we've had great weather all January. The snow has finally caught up with us. So what does that mean for the trails this weekend? Especially looking at the forecast this weekend, it looks like we might have some snow again on Sunday. So that means you might need some spikes. I usually try to find hikes that don't require any particular gear, but this week's hike is at Red Rocks. It is a beautiful hike to do when there's a little bit of snow around. That beautiful red from the rocks contrasts with the white from the snow, and it just makes a beautiful hike. Now the Red Rocks hike, you will park at the Trading Post in Red Rocks Park, which is one of the Denver Mountain Parks. You'll park there at the Trading Post. There's not a lot of parking actually at the Trading Post, so you may need to park underneath it and hike up to the Trading Post. And then you'll head out from the Trading Post and go on the Red Rocks Trail. The Red Rocks Trail is not very long. It's maybe 1.5 miles, but it is beautiful. It is absolutely the best part of Red Rocks. You will go down behind the Trading Post, and depending on which way you go, you will either go up behind the Trading Post or you'll start down. Either way, if you start behind, you'll go down and have a long gradual up. If you start at the top, you'll go a long gradual down with a steep up at the end. So if you like your hard part at the end, you want to go counterclockwise. If you like a long, slow grade at the end, you want to go clockwise. Hope that makes sense. The trail is both sunny and shady. So in the sun, you'll probably expect, I can't predict what the conditions will be on Saturday and Sunday, but I expect that they'll be pretty dry in those sunny spots. There may be some mud left over from the week, but I can guarantee you in the shady spots, there will be some ice. So even though the city does a great job clearing the trails, you'll have some ice melt or some snow melt turning into ice. So you want to have some cleats. Now I recommend corkers. Everybody asks me what cleats I recommend, tracks or whatever. I recommend corkers. You can put them on while standing, which is my #1 criteria, and they're made of rubber on the top with little spikes on the bottom, and they easily fit over your shoes. You might even want to bring poles for this particular walk. There is some steps and there is a steep section. If it's icy, that steep section will probably be pretty treacherous actually. So spikes and poles. Otherwise, maybe wait until a little bit later next week when the forecast looks a little bit better. But I love this hike. You can go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Colorado Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is in the Trading Post. And then if you go up into the auditorium, which if you're going clockwise, that might be the first thing you want to do. I'm sorry, if you're going counterclockwise, it might be the first thing you want to do. Clockwise, the last thing you want to do is in the Visitor Center, which is at the top of the auditorium. It's the whole history of the auditorium and how it was built. Don't miss these two places. They are fantastic. And if you go up to the museum, next to that is the Shiprock Grill where you can grab some lunch. So make a day of it. Go hike, go see the museum, go see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and have some lunch while you're there. Bring poles. If you use poles, definitely bring them. Bring spikes with you and expect to have to use them if you're going to go this weekend, or wait until later when it's a little bit warmer and things have thawed out. Have a great week. By the way, please, 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 please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm working really hard and would love your feedback. What did you like about this hike? What are your concerns? Where do you want to go next? Post your questions below. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll talk to you next week.